In this video for Positive Maths, we're going to learn about set difference. So this notation is what we're going to be using for set difference. So it's A/B. It's the set of elements in A that are not in B. We can use the word A less B to describe it, or A without B. You can use whichever you feel more comfortable with. So if we look over at the diagram on the right, we have the set A and the set B. The shaded area highlights A without B, or A less B. So if we think of it, it's all of the elements that are in A, but excluding any that are also in B. In order to understand set difference, we will look at two sets A and B. Okay, so the first one, we have A union B. So we're including all the elements of A and all the elements of B. Okay, in the middle diagram, we're going to highlight A without B. So it's everything that's in A, but nothing that's also in B. And then the third diagram, we're going to shade in the area that represents B without A. So again, everything in B, but not including anything that is also in A. So let's look at some basic problem solving. First thing we have to do on the left is fill the elements into the diagram. Okay, so we start off with any elements that are in the intersection. So we're looking at both sets, and we notice the 7 is in A and B, and 9 is in A and B as well. So we're going to fill them into the intersection first of all. Now we're going to fill in all the other elements that are in A, 1, 3 and 5, and all the other elements that are in B, so 11, 13 and 15. Okay, now let's go over to the right and answer the questions. So we need to list the elements in the following sets. So the first one is A union B. So here we include all of the elements in A and all of the elements in B, but we must remember that we only include 7 and 9 once. We don't repeat any of the elements. So we have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13 and 15. Now we're going to identify the elements in A intersection B. So this is just 7 and 9. Now we have A without B, so this is just 1, 3 and 5. And B without A, we have 11, 13 and 15. Okay, so here we have 4 sets, A, B, C and D. We need to list the elements of the sets. So we need to be able to do this without a Venn diagram as well. Okay, so we're looking for A without B. Okay, so what we're going to do is identify the elements that are in A and B, because they will not be included. So we look at A and we notice that it has the element 3. B also has 3, so we won't be including that. A has 6, so does B, so we won't be including that. All the other elements of A are not in B, so we will be including them. So A without B is going to be 9, 12, 15 and 18. So now let's look at B without C. So again, we're listing the elements of B, but we're not including any of the elements that are also in C. So we will notice that 2, 4 and 6 are also in C, so we will not be including them. So to list our elements of B without C, it'll be 1, 3 and 5. Okay, C without D. We won't be including 4, won't be including 6, we won't be including 8. So therefore C without D will be 2, 10 and 12. Okay, part 4, A without D. So we won't be including 6. Everything else can be included. So A without D is going to be 3, 9, 12, 15 and 18. For the next part we have A union B without C. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at C, and now we have to think of the fact that we can't include any of the elements in C when we are listing A union B. So if we work through, the first element we're going to check is 2. So 2 is in B, so we won't be including 2. The next one is 4, that's in B. The next one is 6, that's in B and in A. The next element is 8, it's not in either. 10 isn't in either set, but 12 is in A. So now we will list the elements of A union B, but we're not including any of the elements that are in C. So what we have left is 3, 9, 15, 18, 1, 3 we've already included, and 5. Okay, so the same idea for B union C without D. So we're looking at B and C, and we will not be including any of the elements that are also in D. So we won't be including 4, we won't be including 5, we won't be including 6, 7 isn't in B or C, and we won't be including 8. So the elements that we have left, we have 1, 2, 3, 10, and 12. For more information, visit www.PositiveMaths.ie. You can email us at info@PositiveMaths.ie and find us on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for watching.